So, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, Mr. Pro Vice Chancellor, Mr. Registrar, distinguished guests, faculty and staffs, students, ladies and gentlemen. My deep appreciation for that warm welcome, and thank you for your hospitality. It is wonderful to be with all of you today. Before I get to the heart of the matter, however, I must do some acknowledgments. First, I want to thank the Mr. Chancellor and Mr. Vice Chancellor for joining us today. Please give them a big round of applause. Second, I would like to thank my wife, Debbie, and my family for joining us this morning. I will not be standing here today without their support. So, since they travel all the way from the United States, I would like to recognize them and have them stand. Can you stand, all the members of my family? Please? There are a lot of them here. Islam family is pretty big. And I also want to thank Ali Rizvi and Dr. Abdullah. We owe them a sense of gratitude. I also see Professor P.K. Abdulaziz, the ex-Vice Chancellor of this great institution, and thank you for coming here, and thank you for your service to Aligarh Muslim University. So let me say a few words about the Vice Chancellor. He is a true and passionate leader. He's a source of inspiration and strength for all of us. All of us owe him a debt of gratitude for his service, for his contribution, which has made Aligarh Muslim University the best university in the world. I want to thank the Vice Chancellor for his vision and for the kind of Aligarh we can build together. He provides the broad shoulder upon which we can stand. So it is a distinct pleasure and privilege for me to deliver this convocation address. I have to confess, when I left India after receiving education from Aligarh Muslim University, that in my wildest imagination, I could have not contemplated doing this. Nevertheless, here I am. So what does that tell you, those of you graduating today? I hope it says all things are possible. Nothing is impossible. There are no limits. If you can conceive it, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So while I did not envision standing here on this stage of this podium and speaking to you graduate, I did have a vision what I wanted to do in business and prepare myself to realize it. That preparation, along with equal doses of passion and perseverance, have paid off in many ways. I'm confident that the same will hold true for all of you if you chart a course and stay that course. Indeed, as I look at those of you graduating today, I see me in you. I see the future of India. I see the future of the world. I'll tell you what I see that in a minute. Before I do so, though, let me tell you what I think. That is, that this convocation is the starting line, not a finish line. If you look up the convocation in the dictionary, it has two definitions. The first is a ceremony in which degrees are conferred. The second is a beginning. So I'd like to focus your attention to the second definition, a beginning, the beginning of a journey. Some of you may already have that journey well plotted out. Others of you may be in the exploratory phase. No matter where you are in the planning, however, each of you has a journey ahead of you. So what I thought I wanted to share with you a little of my own personal journey. So because, as I said, when I look at you, I see me. Many years ago, I was sitting in a seat at a convocation exercise here at Aligarh Muslim University, as you are today, prepared for the journey, but not exactly sure where it would take me, what would be required to succeed. Let me tell you what I learned. Aligarh provided me with an excellent education. It put the basic building blocks in place for success on their journey. More importantly, it is still the core values that I've adhered to throughout my adult life, and they are a passion and love for education, eternal optimism about hopes and dreams, be the best you can be, exploit your fullest potential, keeping steadfast to standards of excellence, being tolerant and respectful of the dignity of each individual. That education and those values held me in good stead when I crossed the Atlantic Ocean to go to America to pursue and achieve the American dream. And realizing the dream did not come easily. It required more education, learning the ways of business, becoming an entrepreneur, founding my own company, and building a talented team to work with me on the endeavor. So having the dream was important, but the dream by itself was not enough. Aiming high and working hard was what made my dream come true. So again, as I look at you, I see me in you. I know there are other Frank Islam in this graduating class today. There are dreamers who will dare to do. Your journey would not be the same as mine, but I'm confident they will be as rewarding. I know this because when I look at you, I see the future of India. There are graduates in the audience from across this great nation, a better place. At the founding of Aligarh Muslim University, he said, "From the seed which we sow today, there may spring up a mighty tree, whose branches, like those of the banyan of the soil, shall in turn strike from the roots into the earth, and themselves send forth new and vigorous sapling, that this college may expand into a university, whose sons and daughters shall go forth throughout the length and the breadth of the land, to preach the gospel of free inquiry, of large-hearted toleration, and of pure morality." Tens of thousands of graduates before you have delivered on Sasia's promise. They have gone throughout the length and the breadth of India to improve this great nation and a lot of others. Now it is your turn and your opportunity. Much has been accomplished in India since I left long years ago. India is the largest democracy in the world. India is now the world's fastest growing major economy. India is fast emerging as a regional and global power and leader. Still much needs to be done. That is especially true for minorities who have been left behind. In spite of all the progress, promises, and potential and possibilities, too many minorities, especially Muslims in India, remain socially, educationally, and economically disadvantaged. The statistics on the Muslims in the poverty and without education here in India are stunning. So as you become successful in your chosen line of work, because Aligarh has prepared you well and empowered you, both with education and spirituality, you have the capacity to take India and the Muslim to greater heights. And I know you will. You are India's future. I know that future is in good hands. I can see that in you. I can also see the future of the world. So you might be sitting there and thinking that I'm exaggerating, but I assure you that I am not. Aligarhians have not only gone out across the length and the breadth of this great land, they have gone all around the globe to make a difference, to make a meaningful, positive impact and difference in people's lives. Over the years, men and women from Aligarh have made significant contribution in all walks of life: educators, politicians, poets, scientists, engineers, lawyers, and yes, even a few business people like myself. There are currently almost 20,000 Aligarh alumni in 100 countries around the world. I am one of them. Our paths have been different, but the common bond that has united us has been a belief and a commitment to equal justice and shared prosperity and shared humanity. A combination of technical expertise and moral fortitude has enabled past Aligarh graduates to make their mark in the world and to serve as a positive role model for others. You graduates are about to start your journey and to make your mark as an Aligarhian. You have the power to change your destiny. Let me be the first to say congratulations and welcome to the Aligarh family tree. I must add, the world is in desperate need of your help. We are living in a troubled and turbulent times here in India and around the world. We are living in a divisive and self-centered time. We are living in a radical extremism. Now, more than ever, the world needs graduates such as you, who, because of your Aligarh education, has prepared and empowered to be servant leaders. Leaders who understand that working with the others to solve problems is critical, but that what one gives back is more important than what one accomplishes individually. Near the end of his life, Sir Syed, who has lost the eyesight, said, "I lost my eyesight, but not my vision. My vision never dimmed. My determination never failed. I built this institution for you, and I'm sure you will carry the light of this institution far and wide. Darkness would disappear from around the world." So, Aligarh graduate, there's still darkness. The world is waiting for you and needs you to step forward and shine your light. And I know you will, because that is the Aligarh way. So I have told you what I see. Now let me turn to what I think and share a little advice for your journey and make a request. I must admit that I'm not a big one for giving advice. It is contrary to my upbringing and my humble beginning from Azamgarh. I guess I would not qualify to be a convocation speaker, though, if I did not provide some advice, right? So here goes. My advice is simple and straightforward. Stay true to you. Be a lifelong learner. Make no little plans. Be the change that you like to see happen. Stay true to you. I saw that saying recently on a notepad by the phone in a hotel room where I was staying. It resonated well with me because that has always been one of my personal mantras. Steve Jobs, the founder of the Apple, said something similar. In a commencement address at Stanford University, he advised to the graduate, and I quote, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Be a lifelong learner. Study hard, but remember, the life's lessons are taught inside and outside the classroom, and they're never ending. So commit to learning at least one new thing every day. Use the new things you learn to continue to reinvent yourself. Make no little plans. Architect and Chicago planner Daniel Burnham said that in the late 1800s, when the great city of Chicago was little more than a village, Let me continue what his quote. Make no notable plans. They have no magic to stir men's blood, and probably themselves will not be realized. Make a big plan, aim high in hope and work, and think big. Be the change that you like to see happen. I'm sure all of you know the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, said that. What he meant is that while planning and thinking matters, what matters more is action. Talking a good game is not enough. Rolling up your sleeves, getting in the arena, and leading the charge to bring about the desired end is what counts in all walks of life, from peaceful protest to success in your chosen profession. So that is my advice. Now for my request. That request is do well, but also do good. I wish you well and much success on your journey. At the same time, I ask, when you're successful, never forget to give back and help and invest in others by giving them the letters of opportunity to succeed. So, as the Vice Chancellor have said, and many of you know, that my wife Debbie and I have committed $2 million to build new school management complex here at Aligarh Muslim University. So my contribution is not a philanthropy, it's not a charity. It is an investment that will yield exponential returns. It is investment that will create the next generations of entrepreneurs, leaders, innovators, and creators. Then these students will go around the world to create jobs, build prosperity, and make India great, not just great, make India the best place to live. And my investment in the School of Management is my way of saying thank you to Aligarh Muslim University for empowering me and investing in the empowerment of those business students at AMU who will leave AMU and go out and empower others. Aligarh students has always been our best hope. This is my way of saying thank you and keeping the hope alive. I ask that you find a cause that matters to you and get involved and engage. Take my word for it. The return that you will get on that investment of your time and talent will be priceless. It will mean as much as you as any paycheck you ever get or all the money that you earn. Giving back is much more rewarding than making money. Although your cause must be your cause, I would suggest that you consider something to benefit the Muslims and minority populations in India, especially those who are less fortunate, especially those who are socially and economically disadvantaged, especially those who are underprivileged, especially those who are voiceless, especially those who have no hope but have a lot of aspirations and dreams. As I have mentioned in my speech, the statistics on Muslims and minorities in poverty and without education here are stunning. Many of them need your assistance. Your commitment to helping make things better for them could make a meaningful and positive difference for a lifetime, both for them and for you. The need is great, the stage is ours, the time is now. India's minority must be active participant in shaping the future of India's inclusive economic growth. They must be partner in India's prosperity. When they get ahead and move up the ladders of success, they will change the face of India and they will change the landscape of the world. So I ask you to join me in this vision in extending our hope, our hand, our help to shape their fate and their future. When they succeed, India succeeds, and the world succeeds. Finally, let me return to my opening comments when I said, I see me in you, I see the future of India, and I see the future of the world. I see those things because I know there are other Frank Islam at Aligarh. I know there are those among you who will be central to bringing India and our community to greater heights. I know there are those among you who will work with others from many nations and all denominations around the globe to make the world a better place. So thank you for allowing me to see this and share my thoughts with you. It has been inspiring and reaffirming for me to see the future of the world and India at first hand. As I said at the outset of my speech, if you can conceive it, believe it, you can achieve it. So, class of 2015, congratulations again on your achievement, which we are recognizing at this convocation today. Congratulations in advance on the many other achievements that I know you will have in the year ahead. May God bless and protect as you move forward on your journey, and God bless you all.